They turned into their first Christmas song, their first Christmas release. They mixed it with the Silent Night, and then dubbed the 1967 newscast over it. And everybody thought we get accused of messing up every time we play that every year. But it's an interesting concept. Anyway, we got some birthdays coming up. Stick around.
In a sugar-filled world, water can be just what your family needs for your bodies, brains, and overall well-being. So ditch the sugary drinks with unwanted health risks. Find healthy alternatives at uncoverhealthyhabits.com.
From the California Department of Public Health.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep. That is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
And we are now ready for birthdays. Today is Saturday, September 7th. We've got a bunch of Saturday, September 7th birthdays. Jazz saxophonist Sonny Rollins. Ever heard of him? He's very famous. He's 94. Singer Gloria Gaynor. She is, she was very famous in the disco era. She's 81. Singer Alpha Anderson of Chic is 78, also a disco person. Susan Blakely. She was in the Towering Inferno at Concord Airport 79, and she's 76 today. Julie Kabner. She is Marge on The Simpsons. She is 74. Singer Chrissy Hynde of The Pretenders is 73. Keyboardist Ben Montinch of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, 71 years old. Corbin Benson, he's an actor, kind of a heartthrob guy back in the 70s and 80s. He's 70 years old today. Michael Emerson of Lost is 70. We have Margot Chapman, Starland Vocal Band, Afternoon Delight. She is 67 today. That was the only song they ever had. The only hit. Comedian Leslie Jones, very funny comedian. She is a Supermarket Sweep, made famous on Saturday Night Live. She is 57 today. And Shannon Elizabeth, you got to see a lot of her in American Pie. She is 51 today. We have Devon Sawa of Slackers and Final Destination, 46. Ian Chen was one of the kids on the Fresh Off the Boat. He's 18 right now. Ian is Fresh Off the Boat. I got to mention that because that's one of my favorite sitcoms, the funniest show on TV at the time. But nobody got it, so it didn't last that long. Anyway, that's the birthdays. We've got local people coming up next.
When you have a minute, visit the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. All sorts of neat things on our Facebook page. Oh, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Aide Fulton, Alexis Hernandez, Elizabeth Gonzalez, Jose Antunes Jr., Jeannie Jones, Isabel Llanas, Juana Plasencia, Brianna Cardenas, Cynthia Panduro, Drew Garcia, Tyson Chad Rivers, Frank Duran, Luis Lucas Rangel, Ben Moore, Delia Celaya, and Martha Salazar. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Friday nights are for football, and we have it on KXO AM 1230. Catch the action with Carol Buckley and John Driffle as we bring you the best matchup of the week with either the Central Spartans or the Southwest Eagles. High school football is brought to you by
Ozoaza Mobile Auto Service, Southwest Postal Service, Imperial Scoop Factory at Imperial and Acatillo in El Centro, Jersey Mike's, the UPS Store, K's Carne in El Centro, and Kennedy's Carne in Yuma.
And that brings us to a whole bunch of news and information. Starting off with the World and California news headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe. Starting off with the world news.
CBS News Brief. A Pakistani national arrested in Canada accused of planning to attack American Jews.
He wanted to pay a human smuggler to get him into the U.S. Then he'd get a hold of an AR-15 and commit a mass shooting in New York.
CBS's Michael George says the alleged attack was planned to coincide with the first anniversary of the October 7th massacres in Israel. Kamala Harris is doing most of her prep work for next week's debate in swing state Pennsylvania. CBS's Weijia Zhang tells us why.
The latest CBS News battleground tracker shows that she and former President Donald Trump are virtually tied here with 50% each of the vote.
Donald Trump's campaigning in Wisconsin today, and western states still stuck in a blistering heat wave.
Phoenix had 56 days of temperatures above 110 degrees. That was a new record. Los Angeles downtown 111 yesterday. That tied their record for the
Weather
day.
Channel's Kelly Cass, CBS News Brief. I'm Vicki Barker.
And that problem apparently is a universal thing throughout the CBS network. Hopefully they'll get that repaired soon.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom has vetoed a bill that would have made some undocumented people eligible for up to $150,000 in home loans backed by the state. An excessive heat warning for most of Southern California has been extended to Monday night. This man tried to go outside Thursday, but quickly realized it was just too hot.
It's just too hot. I felt like my skin was burning.
The California Public Utilities Commission is set to vote on a proposed rate increase for PG&E customers next week, which could make it harder for people to afford power bills.
It's compounded by our insurance rates, our water bills, our energy bills, our food prices, our gas prices. It gets to a certain point where I don't know. We have to start cutting things.
That's Robin Stradberg of Orinda. And a man accused of killing 81 animals in a 3-hour shooting spree pled not guilty to animal cruelty and other charges in Monterey County yesterday. Mike Salceda, California Headline News.
And the World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we're now ready for the page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Tonight is the night. The Imperial Valley 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb will be held this evening at the fairgrounds in Imperial. Officials say over 400 people have registered to participate in the 11th annual event. IV 9/11 Stair Climb Committee says the participants will climb the stairs of the grandstand at the fairgrounds. The event starts at 6 p.m. this evening. There will be vendors, fireworks display, entertainment, and a bunch more stuff. Participants will begin walking around the track, the racetrack, before beginning the climb up and down the stairs, the grandstand stairs. Participants will walk the equivalent of 110 stories, the same as the firefighters who lost their lives at the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. Ivory Smith was an inmate in Sentinel State Prison when he attacked 2 correctional officers. The attack happened on May 21st, 2023. Smith attacked one officer who was conducting a body search. The officer began to fight back. Smith took off running, ran back to his cell where he attacked another officer who was conducting a search of his cell. The 2 counts of battery were filed against the inmate. The Imperial County District Attorney's Office says the jury this week found Smith guilty of both charges. Sentencing has been scheduled for October 21st. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And a senior was hit by a car in Calexico. It happened recently at the 3rd Street and Heber Avenue intersection. Police say the 88-year-old man was crossing the street at that intersection when he was struck. The impact knocked the man about 10 feet away from the intersection. He was transferred to a local hospital but died from his injuries. The driver of the vehicle that struck the victim told police his vision was impaired by the glare from the sun. The incident is under investigation. No citations have been issued as yet. September 9th, that's this coming Monday. It's a California Admissions Day. It's a state holiday. I had never heard of it, but it is. It's a day California was admitted into the Union, becoming the 31st state of the United States in 1850. Calexico says they'll be recognizing the holiday. On Monday, Calexico City offices will be closed. The regular office hours will resume the following day, September 10th. That's it. That's page 1 of the local news. A service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it's time for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. In the newsroom, Veterans University 2024 recently held in Imperial. The annual event was held recently at the Veterans Memorial Hall in Imperial. The host of the event says he was very happy with the turnout. Congressman Dr. Raul Ruiz has been organizing and hosting the event for years. The congressman says the event in Imperial was a momentous success. He said they brought together over 150 veterans, families, and experts for a day focused on resources, education, and community. Ruiz said that it was an honor to stand with the veteran community and work toward a common goal, ensuring the veterans get to the care of and benefits they have earned through their service to our nation. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Secretary Dennis Richard McDonough, who provided live virtual remarks about expanding care and benefits for the veterans through PAC Act. He also reminded everyone the importance of standing up for those who have served our nation. Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation, their annual membership meeting is coming up. It will be held September 26th. There is still time to RSVP, however. Call Carlos at 760-353-8332. Deadline to RSVP is September 10th. That's Tuesday. The event is not exclusive to IVEDC members. Businesses interested in learning more about the benefits of becoming a member are encouraged to attend attend as well. The event will be held at the new Cambria Hotel, possibly their first event. That's in Imperial. That hasn't opened yet, but it's going to by September 26th, I hope. During the meeting, they will highlight IVEDC's activities over the past year, celebrate the members, and introduce the state of officers for the upcoming fiscal year. We've got your weather coming up.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Try one of our weekday lunch specials that include a soft drink from only $8 an ounce for September Happy Mexican Independence Day. Get Modelo Especial 16 ounce for $5.50 and 22 ounce for $6.50. And try our enchiladas suizas. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The high temperature yesterday, 115 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 88. National Weather Service says high pressure will continue to sit across the region this weekend, but there will be some light relief from the heat as temperatures retreat away from the 110 degrees. By Monday, starting Monday, temperatures will still be running several degrees above normal into midweek. Later next week, they should bring cooling conditions with readings falling back to around normal for this time of year. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today. Highs right near 112. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, widespread haze after 9 p.m. Mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 87. South to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 110. North to northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 85. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot with the highs right near 110. North to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 87 degrees, 43%, the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is moderate in Calexico. Air quality is good for the rest of the region. Page 2 of the local news and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet the friends at Burgers and Beer.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO. Goddard's Gold.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Goddard's Gold.
Check out the KXO website, kxoradio.com. You can follow us on Facebook, KXO Radio Imperial Valley. That's our Facebook page. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Great stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and of course, our website.
And right now we are ready for sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Starting off with football this morning, high school football, the week 3 scoreboard. It was Central. Central defeated Ramona 20-3. Imperial got by Cibola 48-7. Coastal Academy defeated Southwest 21-6. It was Vincent Memorial shutting out El Cajon Valley 34-0. Brawley defeated Canyon Hills 43-6. Holtville all over Mountain Empire shut them out 54-0. Calapat continues to win and win big. They defeated O'Farrell Charter by a score of 56-14. Palo Verde and Gila Ridge played, but we don't know what happened there. Tonight, Cetis plays in Calexico, takes on the Bulldogs, 7 o'clock tonight in Calexico. And the NFL, Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles flew all the way to Brazil to open their 2024 season. It was a night of first, the NFL's first game in the Southern Hemisphere, the first opening week game on a Friday since 1970, and the first time running back Saquon Barkley played for the Eagles. After a slow start to the game, teams went blow for blow in the second quarter with 2 Barkley touchdowns and a pair from Green Bay receiver Jaden Reed. Second half went back and forth before the Eagles pulled away and sealed the 34-29 Week 1 victory, which ended with the Packers quarterback Jordan Love on the sideline with an apparent injury. No word on how severe that injury is. Here, the thing was, it was a Friday game. So that was a Thursday night game and a Friday night game. Now it's on to Sunday night games, the more traditional games. Tomorrow afternoon, Sunday afternoon, the Raiders take on the Chargers. That game will be heard Sunday afternoon on FM 107.5, the Chargers station for the Imperial Valley. And two games on AM 1230, Sunday night game, the Rams at the Lions, and the Monday night game, Jets at the 49ers. Both will be on AM 1230 KXO. We'll have more sports in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on the Major League Baseball scoreboard, it was the Yankees. They shut out the Cubs 3-0. Rockies got by the Brewers 3-2. Orioles defeated the Rays, shut them out 2-0. It was the Red Sox over the White Sox 3-1. The Reds and the Mets went 10 innings. Mets won the game 6-4. Phillies over the Marlins 16-2. The Blue Jays lost. Braves got them 3-1. Angels defeated the Rangers 5-1. The Astros beat Arizona, shut them out 8-0. Royals defeated the Twins, another shutout 5-0. Mariners defeated the Cardinals 6-1. The Tigers and the Athletics went 13 innings. Oakland won the game 7-6. It was the Padres over the Giants 5-1, and the Guardians beat the Dodgers 3-1. So the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks both lost. Padres win. They pick up a little bit of ground there. Not too bad. Good night for the Padres. In the WNBA, Wings and the Dream went into overtime. Dream won the game 107-96. Aces beat Sun 72-67. It was Lynx over Fever 99-88. Fever doesn't care. They are already in the playoffs. Sky beat Sparks 92-78. And in tennis, in the U.S. Open, when Taylor Fritz, a 26-year-old from California, and Frances Tiafoe, 26-year-old from Maryland, strode under the Arthur Ashe Stadium lights Friday night for the first U.S. Open semifinal match between two American men in 19 years. The crowd might have been forgiven for not knowing whom to support. There was a burst of clapping right before the initial point. Curtain raiser befitting the show about to unfold. Once the match commenced, maybe the momentum shifts made it through to tough to choose from a pair of close pals who have known each other since they were playing tournaments as kids, younger than 14. In the end, the roars for Fritz, who surged with a 6-game run against a fading and frustrated Tiafoe to come out on top. Fritz came out on top of by 4-6, 6-7, 4-6, 6-4, 6-1, and reached his first Grand Slam final ever. So that's another first there. Okay, Jack Draper's U.S. Open run ended Jannik Sinner by Jannik Sinner in the semifinals. Draper's dream of U.S. Open run ended in grueling fashion by world's number one Jannik Sinner in the semifinals as the Italian reached the final with a straight set victory in New York on Friday. And on Saturday, Jessica Pegula and Aryna Sabalenka, that's today, they're playing for the U.S. Open title. Pegula is the underdog playing for her first major final, while Sabalenka has 2 Australian Open titles and has made the U.S. Open final the past 2 years. And what else do we have? We have Switzerland and golf. Matt Wallace of England shot 8 under 62 and was without a bogey after 36 holes in taking a 4-stroke lead of the European Masters on Friday. And seeking a third victory at the European Masters, Matt Fitzpatrick was upstaged by his younger brother in a low-scoring first round at the picturesque Crans-sur-Sierra Golf Club in the Alps on Thursday. How could you play with that kind of scenery around you? Fans won't have to wait until the Masters in April to watch golfers from PGA Tour and Live Golf League compete in the same event. PGA Tour stars Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler have agreed to face Live Golf's Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka in a made-for-TV match in Las Vegas in mid-December. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
For more than a century, AM radio has evolved to meet the needs of our community. In their car, at home, or on the job, more than 80 million listeners depend on AM radio each month. AM radio is also the backbone of the emergency alert system, which keeps us safe in dangerous times. It's reliable, free, and public safety depends on it. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And we are now ready for the financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the financial side, it was not a good day. Stock markets, the NASDAQ, S&P 500, they see the worst week in the year of the year in volatile start to September. U.S. stocks closed in a sea of red on Friday to cap off the volatile trading week as investors digested a crucial jobs report that provided clues to the size of this month's expected interest rate cut. Tech stocks were the biggest laggard, with the NASDAQ composite plunging more than 2.5%. S&P 500 and the Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped around 1.7% and 1%, respectively. It was the worst week for the NASDAQ since June of 2022, while the S&P experienced its worst week since March of 2023. U.S. economy added 142,000 jobs in August, which trailed expectations for about 165,000 jobs added. Prior month job growth was also revised lower as the labor market showed signs of a continued cooling. Unemployment rate, however, ticked back down to 4.2%. We got your weather coming up next.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 115 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 88. National Weather Service says high pressure will continue to sit across the region this weekend, but there will be some light relief from the heat as temperatures retreat away from the 110 degrees. By Monday, starting Monday, temperatures will still be running several degrees above normal into midweek. Later next week, they should bring cooling conditions with readings falling back to around normal for this time of year. Weather forecast calling for sunny and hot weather today. Highs right near 112. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, widespread haze after 9 p.m. Mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 87. South to southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and hot on Sunday. Highs right near 110. North to northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 85. North winds at around 5 miles per hour. Monday, sunny and hot with the highs right near 110. North to northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 87 degrees with 43% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is still moderate in Calexico, still good for the rest of the region. Financial news and weather has been brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering a 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And it is 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
Teens have been arrested across the city of Atlanta and North Georgia for making threats to schools days after 4 were killed at Appalachia High School. This as 1,000 people gathered overnight to mourn the attack. WANF-TV's Madeline Montgomery with more.
Christina Irami and Richard Aspinwall were both math teachers at the school.
They were both just such supportive and caring teachers.
Mason Schermerhorn, a freshman in the band.
It hit the whole band hard. I mean, we had quite a few band members that were injured as well.
And freshman Christian Angulo was remembered as kind and loving. His sister wrote a letter that was read by a grief counselor.
The FBI says it has stopped a terror plot aimed at the nation's largest Jewish community in New York City. CBS's Michael George reports the 20-year-old ISIS supporter was living in Canada.
He wanted to pay a human smuggler to get him into the U.S., then he'd get a hold of an AR-15 and commit a mass shooting in New York. The complaint says Khan wrote, "If we're successful, this is going to be one of the largest attacks ever on Jews outside the Israeli territory."
A relief for Boeing as its flawed Starliner spacecraft returns safely to Earth, but leaves 2 NASA astronauts at the International Space Station. CBS's Mark Strassman.
The spacecraft successfully fired its engines for the critical braking burn on the return to Earth, separated from its service module, and re-entered the Earth's atmosphere.
Starliner showing a beautiful streak across the sky.
A seemingly smooth ending to a turbulent mission.
Touchdown. Starliner is back on Earth.
Now to New Guinea. That's children in indigenous traditional dress greeting Pope Francis on his longest overseas trip yet. Back in the U.S., Taylor Fritz is rejoicing after beating Francis Tiafoe at the U.S. Open to reach his first Grand Slam final.
I'm in the finals of the U.S. Open. It's such a, lifelong, I guess, dream come true. Something I've worked my whole life for to be in this situation. So I think just kind of realizing that got me a little bit choked up.
Ready for Christmas shopping? Correspondent Christine Lazar.
It may be September, but millions of Americans are already getting ready for December. A survey from Bankrate finds 12% of Americans started buying holiday gifts this month, and another 13% already made purchases in August. 76% of Americans say they expect to spend the same or less than last year.
No big winner in last night Mega Millions drawing. That means on Tuesday, you have a chance at an $800 million jackpot. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice5G and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Brazilian musician Sergio Mendes has died after a battle with long COVID.
Sees the sun going down. Grammy-winning Brazilian music legend Sergio Mendes has died after months battling the effects of long COVID, according to his family. His 1966 hit, Mas Que Nada, made him a global superstar. It helped popularize the Brazilian music genre, bossa nova, worldwide in the 1960s. Sergio Mendes won the 1992 Grammy Award for Best World Music Album and 2 Latin Grammy Awards. He was 83. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
She's back after 18 years. Paris Hilton just dropped a new album called Infinite Icon with a star-studded lineup of producers, including Megan Thee Stallion. Stars Are Blind from her self-titled 2006 album spent 12 weeks on Billboard's Hot 100 and peaked at number 18. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
You've got George Gale.
I'm sexy and I know it.
The best oldies on the radio.